The Adam Gravitz Sports Show. Adam Gravitz Sports Show.
What's happening, party people? Welcome to the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. This is Jack. Say hello, Adam.
What's going on? It's December. It's darker even earlier. Yeah.
Just brightening the day. I know you and all the big-time soccer fans like yourself are just lining up at the bars to just watch every second of World Cup now that America is out of it, because you're such a fan of the beautiful game.
I did go to the bar on this past Saturday, which was great.
Yeah,
had a good brunch.
What was the ambiance like?
It was very exciting. I mean, I was getting into it. Like, the USA sucks compared to Netherlands, so it wasn't a surprise. Like, Netherlands is really good. Like, basically, the U.S. had like 3 complete meltdowns on defense, and they like the exact same play 3 times. And like it was over as soon as USA had a chance at like the 3rd minute, and the best player they saved it, and it was like, in my head I was like, this is done. So it was fine, whatever. It was what it was. It was entertaining, but yeah, I mean, now everyone, like you said, goes back to not caring about soccer. I think it was a good idea. I was going to troll everyone and wear my Netherlands jersey, but I think that was a good idea that I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Netherlands. I got 2 nice jerseys from there.
I mean, the thing is when your team stinks, it's really hard to be like that too.
They're like literally, again, I'm not a soccer person, but like even watching the game, it's like they don't have any strikers. Like they don't have anyone that like puts the fear of God into you, like Spain or Spain, like Brazil or France, or you know what I'm saying? Like they just don't.
That's because as a country we don't commit to soccer as much.
I understand. I'm just saying that we have like the one guy that everyone knows about, but he's not like a striker, like in the sense that like all the like the Neymars of the world are, So they need somebody like that. Which who knows if they'll ever find that? But whatever, it is what it is. So soccer's not over, but like the World Cup's getting more fun. Like it's another big upset today. So Spain lost. So I mean Brazil's probably going to win the whole thing. Like they're the most talented. So
yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, see what happens.
That's fair. That's fair. Cool beans. Mm-hmm. Well, good. Well, that sounds like you had a delightful Saturday with John.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good
beer.
What else? So we have a lot in sports, I guess. I don't know where you want to start. The Heisman Trophy candidates were announced. I'm sorry, but Stetson Bennett has no business being in that. It's a joke. Like, it's not a team award. It's the best individual player. And like
they picked the quarterback from the best team.
Right. And he's having a good year, but like he's having an okay year, but like he's not as good as Hendon Hooker. Like Hendon Hooker's better.
Yeah. And
you dropped Hendon Hooker what? Because he tore his ACL in the 11th game of the season? That's a joke. You could have taken the guy from Washington, Michael Penix. He's having a better year than Stetson Bennett. It's just a joke. I mean, Caleb Williams is going to win from USC, but it's a joke. What else? We've got the Final Four was announced for the playoffs. Thank God. By the way, we're going to 12 teams starting in 2024. Thank God.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
So much fun. I mean, the right 4 teams made it. I think it's a joke. Alabama, like, fuck Nick Saban, by the way. He's like, if you put us up against them and, on neutral field, we beat them. Or, blah, blah, blah. He's like, dumb fuck. You played a schedule. You lost 2 games. You don't deserve to make it. Also, you could have lost like 3 other games this year. You barely beat Texas with their backup quarterback for most of that game. You beat Texas A&M, who's horrific, on the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Shut up, Saban. I know you just think that like because you wake up, you should be put in the Final Four. I've said this before. If the committee could find a way to put a 4-loss Alabama in there over a
they would have tried.
They would do it. But guess what? You didn't deserve to make it. So fuck off, Saban.
Agreed.
Yeah. So the games. Listen. I actually think Georgia's got a shot to lose round 1. I could see Ohio State beating them. Like, they're just as talented.
Yeah, and Ohio State, again, people will cite that their close victory to against Maryland.
Georgia got screwed. Like, Ohio State is, I mean, yes, I know they lost to Michigan and all that stuff, but, like, they're a better than 4th, like, That's a bad draw.
That's a tough.
Like, that's not an easy draw for them.
And Ohio State is the kind of team that has screwed around kind of all season when they play the rest of the Big Ten.
They could definitely put a scare if not beat Georgia. So, but yeah, I mean that's that. Bowl games were announced.
Yeah.
It's hard to I feel bad for people who try to bet bowl games because you never know. Like,
you don't know who's
you have
going
to
to
look
skip.
at who opts out, who gives a shit about being there. Like, for instance, does Alabama give a fuck about being in I think it's the Sugar Bowl against Kansas State? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see how many guys opt out.
Right.
Florida State's playing in the Cheez-It Bowl.
Nice.
They gave us the vaunted Oklahoma Sooners, this is our reward for finishing 13th in the country. We got a 6-6 Big 12 team. Like, it's a total lose-lose, if you ask me. Like,
no, it's a tough spot.
Well, I'm saying if you lose the game, it's like that's an embarrassing loss. But if you win, it's like great. You beat a 500 Big 12 team. It's like, really, that's the best you could give us, finishing in the top 15, and probably if we win our game, probably in the top 10. That's our reward. Bullshit. But yeah, I mean, you're playing NC State in the Mayo Bowl. You know, lots of mayo. I actually like Duke's mayo, by the way.
Yeah, it's good mayonnaise.
It does. You know, I don't know if you've seen the commercial where it's like has a twang. It actually does.
The thing that's funny, I'm scheduled to be in Charlotte for that week, and then I'm going home like 2 days before the bowl game.
You're the new John Barr who goes on vacation,
who travels over Christmas. Oh my gosh, who could have imagined such a thing where a person travels for Christmas break?
Just saying, you're the new John
Barr.
I
was just in New York City this past weekend, and now I'm going to Charlotte in like 2 weeks. He's a world traveler. Riding, he took Amtrak. We took Amtrak to New York City, and I will say the thing that's really cool about the train is they don't check your tickets for like an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't.
So it's like you could totally just hop on and like not worry about it. And I will say the food selection was fine and great, and it was just a nice chill ride.
Mike,
the time. What's up?
You want to see Mike Loxley have mayo poured on him?
I mean, look, he not body shaming. But I feel like he would enjoy bathing in mayonnaise.
I don't know if Maryland wins this one, though. They have like 97 players out for this game.
It doesn't matter.
It's kind of difficult.
No, Maryland is fine.
State's also missing some
as long as we have Talia and
no receivers.
Doesn't matter. We have Daichis. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine.
Daichis and Hemby and Talia can make the offense move.
You and Hemby. Why don't you suck Hemby's cock some more?
Whoa, mister. This is a family show. All 12 of our listeners are...
I don't know what else we have tonight. What else do we have?
Maryland basketball is playing in about 10 minutes against Wisconsin.
Okay, I thought I told you college basketball doesn't exist to me. I don't want to. It does. I don't want to talk about it, though, so okay. My school's 1-9. I really don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, we can talk about my team.
We lost another starter for the season due to a knee injury. I really don't want to go through this. I really don't. What else? Your Wizards are hot. By hot, I mean
not.
Can we please
dumpster fire hot?
Can we please define or discuss what your boyfriend Bradley Beal said, please?
Yes. Yeah. Read the quote.
I don't have it on me, but he basically. I mean, first off, I just want to say fuck this guy. You and I both know I hate him. I really do. And this asshole went on Gilbert Arenas' podcast and basically said I had no other options because nobody would pay me. Or no teams with money did I want to go to. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Is that basically the gist of it? So our brilliant general manager, who is he is the fucking worst. Can we agree? The worst?
Yeah, the worst.
Yeah. This moron general manager decided, all right, yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to give you whatever you want and a no-trade kicker. Bradley Beal is such a pile of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, screw him. Who says that shit? Like, if you say, why do you say the quiet part out loud, you fucking idiot?
Right. If you've pulled one over on us, just be quiet.
Oh no, he definitely put one over on us.
Just keep your mouth shut and take the money and just be quiet about it. Don't just say no one else wanted me and I didn't really care.
Like, we're not stupid. We know you just took the money, like dumbass.
Yeah, you don't rub it in our face.
You don't want to be a wizard for life. If anyone had I love how he's like, oh well, no good team. Yeah, we're sorry that Boston didn't have the max money for you, asshole.
Yeah.
Like, Golden State doesn't have the max money for you. Stupid piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate him. Bradley Beal's such a pile of shit. But you know what? the Wizards deserve this. The Wizards absolutely deserve this because this is going to shock you when I say this. Tommy Shepard's worse than Ernie Grunfeld.
Whoa, that's bold.
Yep.
Bold. Tell me why he's worse.
His draft history. There's nothing worse than this guy's draft history. There's nothing.
I would not disagree with you.
Bro,
Johnny Davis might be the worst draft pick of all time.
You know, you're the president of like the Denny Avdia fan club.
Mm-hmm.
The dude cannot make a basket. He can't make an open shot.
Okay.
I didn't watch the Lakers game, but from what I read on social media, apparently the Lakers are just like, shoot it. And he went 1 of 8 from 3, dude. I'm sorry. He's shooting 26% from 3. And I know he's a good defender, but he fouls more than – he's a very foul-prone player, true or false?
Sure. I mean, he always gets up in there, but I would say yes, that's not a great pick. I'd say Rui was a mediocre pick. Kispert was a mediocre pick.
Oh, don't worry, Jack. He's got a bone bruise, so he's missing his 10th straight game now.
And then Johnny Davis can't play.
Can't play.
And then in addition to that, we have the second round picks who are never ever going to play.
And the only one that's even got maybe a potential chance at a career, I guess, is Kispert, because he'll survive for like 10 years because he can.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will again. Tommy. And here's the worst part. And somebody said this on social media. If everyone wants to blow it up, right? We all want to blow it up. Everyone wants to blow this team up. Do you trust Tommy Shepard to remotely rebuild this? No. He's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I know every one of our pods end up being like making about the, but like this team is fucking trash. They're trash, and it's Shepard's fault. Wes Unseld is not a good. We know Wes Unseld's not a good coach. We both know he's not. Yeah. But Tommy Shepard's the one that built this team, and it is so. Do you know they're one of 3 teams that have 3 guys averaging 20 points or more, and they're 11-13.
Yeah.
That should say something.
Yep.
Do you know that we've never signed a non-top 3 pick to a second contract? Think about that. Think about that. Think about it.
I'm thinking about it.
11-13, and you have 3 guys averaging 20 plus. 11-13. Don't worry, because Beal's now got a hamstring strain. He's being reevaluated in a week, which means he's going to miss 7 because, with the Wizards, it's always like, oh, they'll miss a week, and then, but no, we have to reevaluate. We thought had like a sprained ankle. Nope, it's a bone bruise. He's missing his 9th straight game, which will probably turn to 25.
It's the same as the same medical staff as Washington.
It needs to be back to just losses again. Stop with winning games. Nope, don't win games. Just lose.
Yeah,
please.
And let's trade Porzingis.
No, I mean they're gonna. We already know what's gonna end up happening, right? We already know how that's gonna work.
Extension for Porzingis.
No, we know how the stupid.
Kuzma.
Oh yeah, they're gonna re-sign
Rui for nothing.
Hold on. Re-sign both of them.
Yeah.
Then they'll match some stupid offer for Rui.
No, they can't afford it.
Oh, but they'll.
The only saving grace we have is that they can't afford to overpay Rui.
Instead of just trading Rui last year, like we both said, nope, we kept him, and so that nobody wants his value.
Correct. We needed it. Yes. Regardless, though. Again, I think generally the Wizards are protected by the fact that they really can't afford to pay Rui. It's not going to matter.
Oh, except
it's okay though because our draft picks are going to be fantastic one day.
Right. Hold on. So you're telling me you think Ted Leonsis, who only cares about like having international nights and marketing, will let Rui go? You really think that? That's a good one.
How much do you...
Bro, this is the same guy that drafted... Okay. You're right, Jack.
Do you think that the money generated by the Japanese fan base is that much?
No, but I think Ted's so fucking stubborn and stupid that he thinks that, like, oh, I have to have an international, a United Nations team.
We've got Denny for the next couple of years. It's fine.
Oh, really? Do we?
Yes.
Except he needs to be traded. I'll be honest, he needs to be traded now, too.
Okay.
He sucks.
If we can make draft... But
I know you want Denny to be like... I know you actually think Denny's a good player. He's not. Every game he starts with like 3 fouls, dude. He's not good. Stop.
Regardless.
Until he develops a jump shot. I saw a comp. You know who he is?
Who he is?
This is a name from the past. You know who he is? He's Dominic McGuire. Remember him?
I like Dominic McGuire.
He's Dominic McGuire. He is.
Okay.
Bro, he can't shoot. He can't.
I like Dominic McGuire.
He gets 4 fouls a game. Stop.
You get 4 fouls a game.
Okay, fine. But anyway, the Wizards are screwed, but we already knew that.
It's fine. Who cares?
Oh God, I hate you so much. Baseball, there was some big signings. Jacob deGrom is a Texas Ranger.
Mm.
Justin Verlander is a New York Met. So good move by the Mets to replace deGrom with Verlander. And Trey Turner is a Philly. So the Phillies now basically have the Nats top three from a couple years ago in Schwarber, Phil. Well, not the top three from, but three guys that we had in Schwarber, Turner, and Harper. So I just want to say, good job, Mike Rizzo, for hitching your wagon to Steven Strasburg. Well done, buddy.
He's never going to play again.
Never going to play again. But hey, don't worry, because now we get to face Trey Turner 12 to 14 times a year. And same with Bryce. But hey, don't worry, Mike. We've got nobody.
Yeah.
And no ownership, so even better.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, it sucks to be a Washington, D.C. sports fan. Though I guess your Commanders are really good.
They had a glorious tie. That's a good this past weekend. Nothing is better than a football tie.
Yep, and the Dolphins lost.
That was an ugly game.
So what for the Dolphins?
For the Dolphins.
I'm going to disagree with you. Okay, first off, so Tua had a bad game, but he still threw for 295 and 2 touchdowns. Yes, he threw 2 picks. We were missing our 2 starting tackles. I know I know excuses, whatever, but
Garoppolo is out.
And also, everyone who wants to suck Brock Purdy's dick, the guy that replaced Jimmy Garoppolo, the Dolphins didn't prepare for the guy. Now, is that an excuse for their play against him? No. Were they preparing for him? No. Caught off guard a little bit. The Niners are also a good team. We're acting like the Niners aren't a good team. Did they get my hopes up when the Dolphins got a 75-yard touchdown on the first play of the game? Yes. But it doesn't hurt. The crazy thing is it doesn't really hurt us because it was a loss against an NFC team.
Yeah.
I'd rather lose to an NFC team than an AFC team.
Sure.
So Miami's got they got a tough game against the Chargers this week. I think they can win this game. I think they're the better team.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, no, your Commanders are hot. I mean, you're playing the easiest bullshit schedule known to mankind. I've said that. Yeah, you're probably gonna make the playoffs when you see your schedule. So,
you can't count on anything. It's terrible.
No, congratulations. Maybe you can lock into Taylor Heineke for 5 years. I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do. You're the worst spot though known to mankind because you don't have a young quarterback at all.
It's the same purgatory they're always in.
Right, that's the problem. Is that you're in purgatory, but
the thing is that you think about football is different though. You can find a reasonably cromulent quarterback in the later picks.
So are you turning into the Colts where every year you're just going to go after another veteran?
No, I hope not. I hope they go after the unsexy Kirk Cousins style quarterback that they used to have.
What is that, dude? You what, Jimmy Garoppolo?
No, I mean in the draft.
Okay, stop with the drafting a quarterback in the 3rd round. It's not going to work.
Why?
Or 4th round. It doesn't work, bro. How many of those are in the NFL right? How many of those are starting right now? Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott. That's great.
That's great. That's 10%. 10% of the league.
3 out of 32.
10% of the league.
You're an idiot.
You also have undrafted free agents starting.
What? You're an idiot. No, I mean, you're not. Okay, yeah. Could you find a Jalen Hurts? Sure, maybe you could. I'm just saying, if you're not in the best position when you're going to win, possibly 9 or 10
honestly,
games.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo is probably the best choice.
Or you could go. I mean, yeah, it's probable. I mean, I would be so not. It'd be so Washington just to sign Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mm-hmm.
It would be, but no, you got a tie.
I like ties.
A bye week, and then you play the Giants again. See how that goes. Yeah, you guys are in the fight for the playoffs. So that's cool.
There you go. All right, let's pick some games.
Fine.
Let's do it. All right, so you mentioned the bye week: Washington, New Orleans, Indianapolis, Green Bay, Chicago, and Atlanta. So many teams on bye for the last week of fantasy football regular season.
Teams on bye
comes in handy for me fighting for that last spot.
Fuck off.
Why fuck off? You're solidly in the playoffs, and I need you to win this week.
Well, I mean, that's if my players play.
Well, I need you to motivate them. That's what good management does: is they motivate their players.
Can't really do anything when I can't really do anything if Joe Mixon's in concussion protocol again.
Well, I need you to send him some Tylenol and a cold compress for his head. And give him some shades.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So the first game Thursday night, Las Vegas Raiders are facing the Los Angeles Rams with brand new quarterback Baker Mayfield.
I don't think he's going to start.
He's not going to play on Thursday. No.
No, that was a nice pickup, by the way, by the Rams. I think they apparently nobody else bid on him,
Sounds
or nobody else put in a claim, which I was shocked at. I was surprised nobody else claimed him. That being said, I guess the Raiders are kind of hot right now. They're playing better.
the
Uh,
Rams are tanking.
well, that's the funny thing. They're not tanking. They don't have their pick.
They're tanking.
They don't have a pick. You realize that, right? It
Tanking.
goes to Detroit. That doesn't make any sense, dum dum. They are going against. They don't have their. It goes to the Lions from the Stafford trade. I mean, the Raiders probably win this game. I have to pick the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are good. I mean, do you?
No.
Do you think the Raiders are good? No. But I guess they win. Raiders win.
Yeah, the Raiders win.
No,
Lions,
they-
Raiders by 6. I think that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, Akers looked cromulent.
Yeah, it's fine.
Good thing I played Kyron Williams in fantasy because, like, I thought he was gonna get like 15 carries. He got 3 touches, so that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Raiders will win this game. Like, they're again, Josh Jacobs apparently is turned to like Eric Dickerson meets Walter Payton meets Emmitt Smith. So I guess gotta pick them.
Okay. Cool. Next game here. Buffalo, 9.5-point favorites hosting the New York Jets. The
Yeah,
Jets are doo-doo, but
I'll take
feisty.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
I'm not buying like this Mike White stuff needs to. Yeah, I get it. He's better than Zach Wilson. That's like saying, like tofu's better than kale. Like it's not like it's that much better.
In
I'm just
many
saying,
ways,
like,
kale's better than tofu. But yeah,
oh my
I got you.
god! Can you fuck off and let me just like make my.
I got your point. One has more protein.
he's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine, and like Zach Wilson can never play again for the Jets because they clearly
No.
don't like him. It's understandable.
He sucks.
Well, he's also kind of a dick as well.
Yeah.
The Bills are kind of just screwing around with the season, but they looked really good against the Patriots. 9.5. I'll say this: I think the Jets cover that, but
Yeah.
the Bills will win. I think
I
like
like
9.5
how. Yeah, I like how we're like.
against a very good defense.
I like
That's
how.
just like-
Yeah, I like how we were saying like Buffalo's disappointing or screwing around. They're still 9-3.
It's not that they're disappointing. They're just screwing around. It's like they don't put I don't know. Like, yeah, I know they're not. They just haven't looked great. Is all I'm saying. They haven't. Like, I know they're 9-3, and you're gonna be like, whatever, but they haven't looked great.
Yeah.
So
Cool. All right. Well, also no, Battle of Ohio, the Cleveland Browns, who'd had 3 touchdowns via defense and special teams this past week, are facing the Bengals. Bengals are 6-point favorites. Deshaun Watson looks like shit.
playing better, and I believe they're going to be getting their number 1 running back to return.
Yeah.
And I mean, Deshaun Watson, no surprise, did not look good
Yeah.
in his return because he hadn't played in like 2 years. So I will take I think the Bengals they're heating up, and so I think they win the game.
Yeah. After that last game, he's going to need a really good massage.
But
Rim shot. Okay, Battle of Texas. The Houston Texans, who are definitely tanking, are facing the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are 17-point favorites.
It's a lot of points, and like Houston does try. Like we're acting like they don't try. I would go back to Davis Mills, by the way. Kyle Allen is fucking terrible. Oh my god, he is so bad. But like they try. They're just they're just not talented. And you say again, you're acting like tanking is not the right word. They're doing what they should be doing.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to get the 1 pick, and they're going to take Bryce Young. Like they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean Dallas wins this game. 17 is too many. I think that's too many points.
Didn't Dallas win by like 47 this past week?
Yes, they did. But it's fine. Take Dallas if you want to take Dallas in the points. Okay,
I'm taking Dallas in the points. Dak Prescott has 6 touchdown passes in this game.
Fuck you, douchebag. Passes.
6
They run the
touchdowns.
ball like 62 times with Zeke and Pollard.
Okay.
I don't really think it's a Dak game, to be honest.
All right. Classic rivalry matchup. The Minnesota Vikings are in Detroit. Detroit's 2.5-point favorites at home.
Yeah, I mean that seems disrespectful to Detroit, or to Minnesota, but like Detroit's been playing good football.
Yeah, and Minnesota's like plays with fire all the time.
Minnesota is one of these teams that just they win all these fucking games by like 3, 4, 5 points, and like I want to take Detroit, but I can't. You're giving me points with the 10-2. So that's the thing, though. Vegas wants you to take Minnesota. That's why they're making them 2.5-point underdogs. I'll take it. I'll take Minnesota. I'll take Minnesota. Stupidly, and I'm sure Detroit ends up rolling by like 30, but I'll take Minnesota. I'm eating the cheese, as they say.
Yeah, they're both in the dome. I'm gonna take Minnesota by just like a squeaker, like one.
Yeah,
Field goal at the buzzer.
That would be a cover.
Yeah,
So there you go.
at the whistle, I guess you would say in football. All
Yes.
right. This game just makes me sick. Jacksonville's at Tennessee. Tennessee's 3.5-point favorites, fresh off of firing their general manager.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did trade A.J. Brown for nothing.
Yeah.
And he made some other questionable draft picks. So it's a little bit of a surprise, but okay. Yeah, I didn't totally understand it, but it must be some inner shit too.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's, every time you think Jacksonville's like taking that next step, like you're like, oh, they're going on to Detroit. They're going to I mean, Trevor Lawrence has looked better last couple weeks, but like Tennessee, and also I think this is a Derrick Henry get right game. Like he's been terrible the last month, basically.
Yeah.
I see this being a Derrick Henry like 25 carries, 145, like 127 yards and 2 touchdowns type game. I don't know if you agree with that or disagree. And I think Tennessee wins.
I think it sounds fair.
I can't trust. I mean, can't Jack. You can't trust them yet. You just can't pick. Can't trust.
No, can't live with them.
No.
All right, Eagles are in the Meadowlands, the New York Giants, and the Eagles are 7-point favorites.
I don't think the Giants are good. I really don't. Like, I mean, if you think the Giants are good, no, fine it. The Eagles, like everyone was like, and everyone thought that like last week's game against Tennessee was like, oh, that why is Tennessee underdogs by like 4? But they beat the shit out of Tennessee. They were dominant against Tennessee. Like, it's time to start being like, this is the best team in football. The Eagles. Mm-hmm. They're really freaking good. And like, I think like Jalen Hurts is he's going to be probably finished second in the MVP race right now behind Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
But the dude is unreal. And like, I just don't trust the Giants.
Nope.
At all.
No, they should have lost to Washington.
I'm going to take the Eagles, but I'm going to take the Giants to cover it. But I think the Eagles are the better team still.
It's fair. It's fair. I'll okay. I'll live with that. Baltimore is at Pittsburgh. Baltimore doesn't have Jackson. Pittsburgh's 2.5-point favorites.
Tyler Huntley's like a Jackson clone. Like,
he's like Jackson Light. He's like Diet Jackson.
He's very light. It's a very light version of Lamar
It's really
Jackson.
actually smart of Baltimore to have a backup who plays a similar style to their starter, so they can just run the same plays.
He played last year a few games. He wasn't bad. Pittsburgh's not looked great. Like, I don't know. Kenny Pickett's been I think Baltimore wins this game. I need Baltimore to lose, to be honest with you, as a Dolphins fan, but like, I don't think I can trust Pittsburgh.
No.
I think Baltimore, even without Lamar, I think they can still win this game.
I'm with you on that.
Thank you.
All right. This game. Kansas City at Denver. Kansas City 9.5-point favorites. Yeah, Kansas City wins by 20.
50. I mean,
I hate Denver. This Denver team is so disgusting.
I think everyone doesn't want. This was supposed to be like the Sunday night game, also. So thank God they flexed that one out.
Oh my God, it's just so gross. And like, I know we often talk about how
they're just not even. It's like, they're not even fun to watch. Like, they're just boring. Like, Kansas City's gonna mean they'll beat the shit out of them.
Carson Wentz still has more touchdown passes than Russell Wilson.
I know. It's insane. Yeah,
and he hasn't played in 7 weeks.
Something crazy like that. Yeah, I mean, Nathaniel Hackett is just he's got 7 more games than he's fired.
Yeah.
No, not 7. I'm sorry. He has 4 or 5 more games he's fired.
Yeah. All right, Tampa, fresh off their late night comeback. I was just about to tweet like Tampa sucks. I hate them, and then they scored 2 touchdowns.
Dennis Allen is one of the worst coaches also.
That was the Saints. Like, just dive bomb themselves.
You want to get on that one. How you can't tell me with a straight face that Jameis Winston's not better than Andy Dalton.
No, and also they just need to, like, Ingram just needs to stay in balance. Why are you not playing Alvin Kamara?
And they waste another like 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah.
Like, just a horrible coach. He's a horrible coach. Like, Dennis Allen's just, some guys are just coordinators. He's just a coordinator. He's not a.
So that being said, Tampa at San Francisco. San Francisco 3.5-point favorites. Tampa's not that good, and San Francisco I think could play well enough to win at home.
San Francisco, even with Purdy, they'll just run. I mean, and the thing is, Tampa can stop the run, but McCaffrey knows them. He's got the history playing against them in the NFC South. They'll just do a lot of short passes to like Debo and McCaffrey and guys like that. Just hope they can get Yak.
Yeah.
And I think they win the game because
I agree.
Their defense again. By the way, Brady thought he had problems against New Orleans pass rush. Just imagine what he's going to look like again.
Crushed.
Yeah, he's going to get Joey Bosa.
Crushed.
No, Nick Bosa.
Yeah, Nick Bosa. The Bosa clan is just nuts.
Yeah,
Guys,
also big,
man.
They're also gigantic Trumpers too. So that's
I mean, whatever. No one's perfect.
They're gonna kill them. Yeah, I think the Niners roll in this game.
That's good. All right, Carolina is at Seattle. Seattle's only 3.5-point favorites. I think Seattle wins handily, despite not having Kenneth Walker
out. Yeah, they'll just throw the ball to DK. They'll just throw the ball to DK and block. And I'm going against both of them in fantasy, so that'll be fun. They'll probably score 60 combined.
In your other league.
Let's just go next.
Yeah. All right. Dolphins at Chargers. Dolphins are 3-point favorites, and they're going to win by a dozen, I would say.
I mean, the Dolphins are okay. So this is a potential get right game for Miami. Yeah. Like the Chargers are, everyone loves the Chargers. Understandable. Like Justin Herbert's the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't know if Mike Evans is playing. It doesn't sound like he will. I don't think he's got still a high ankle sprain. They have some talent obviously there, but that defense is horrific, especially against the run. Now Miami has not just wanted to run, but if they can get Mostert and Wilson involved in this game, and maybe they get one of their offensive tackles back, it looks like I think Teron Armstead might play. They just signed Eric Fisher, former number 1 pick. I think he probably will play this week. I think that the Dolphins win. I think. They weren't dominated by San Francisco. That's what's funny. The final score was 33-17, yes, but they scored a touchdown late with 2 minutes to go on a fumble. They weren't dominated, is all I'm saying. I think they can win this game, and I think they should win this game against the Chargers. And they need to win this game, and I think they're going to get up for it and win the game.
Yes. Cool beans. And then your Monday night matchup, your favorite quarterback, Mac Jones, facing again the Arizona Cardinals. The Patriots are 1.5-point favorites, but I will take the Cardinals at home, even though they're not that good.
Their game is in Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Patriots. I don't like it, and I actually am rooting, obviously, for the Cardinals. I can't trust Kyler Murray. I just don't.
No.
You do,
That's fair.
don't.
I don't trust him, but you know what? It's fine. Mac Jones sucks, and he hates his team.
Look, I hope you're right, but
he's got Tom Brady meltdowns on the sidelines. And
I'll take the Patriots to win, but I'm rooting for. I picked the Patriots on our little thing, but I think the Cardinals win the game. All right, I want the Cardinals to win, but I think the Patriots win.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that is fair. Those are picks. So everyone take those to your entertainment.
You want a Maryland update?
Maryland's getting curb stomped.
It has not looked good. I've been watching it. They are missing some easy shots, and Wisconsin's running some very boring offense. Oh, yeah, it's 21-11.
It's Big Ten basketball season. A lot of teams run terrible basketball.
Look, Maryland has looked good. I know I said we weren't going to talk about basketball, but you have looked good. You've got a couple nice wins under your belt.
Mm-hmm.
You beat Miami. You beat Illinois. I think that's the extent of it.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the team does.
Something really good on Saturday or something, like UCLA or something. Tennessee, right?
Coming up.
You play Tennessee?
Yeah, got a nice
somebody
schedule.
really good.
UCLA's coming up.
UCLA, and I think Tennessee is also coming up. No, I mean listen. There's a reason you were underdogs even as a top 15 team.
Well, it's on the road,
right? And Wisconsin's an annoying team to play.
All Big Ten teams are annoying teams to play. Their style of basketball is kind of it slows you down, and it's frustrating, and and that's why Big Ten teams often don't win in the tournament. But over the course of the season, they'll have annoying results like a game like this.
But no, Kevin Willard said it. Sorry, excuse me. He's done a good job to start. So you should be happy for that.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's an ugly shot.
What do you? Cool. I'll let you watch your game. I'm not going to watch because there's
your game. I'm watching your game.
Okay, so you wouldn't watch your terrible team.
Jackass, my team doesn't play for another. We don't play till Saturday.
And
probably
you're excited about it. You're happy that you're not playing.
you want to talk about the toilet bowl? We're playing Louisville. Do you know what Louisville's record is?
It's like 0-40.
0-8. 0-8. It's 0-8 versus 1-9. Yeah. I'm excited. Very excited for that game. This might be the one game we can win, but we'll see. No, I don't care about Florida State right now.
That's good.
I'm hoping for Hamilton to retire.
Okay.
We'll see.
Fair enough.
You just let a white guy dunk on you guys. Ugh. Jeez.
Okay, well, I don't want to get into that. But all right. What's up?
Final thing, Deion Sanders got hired at Colorado. What did you think of that?
It's fine. Whatever. Good for him.
Transfer portal's open. You love that. Lots of guys
Yeah,
will
I mean,
leave.
it's look, for years, the players have been hamstrung, but the coaches could go wherever they want after tanking their franchise, cutting scholarships, and pilfering the checkbook. So, you know what? Good for them. If they can go somewhere, get money, or get attention and get playing time.
Sorry, the transfer portal, it's crazy. There's like over 1,000 guys in it, and that's just kind of like...
That's like 10% of the entire football
Well,
population.
the big stuff, like, what's insane is like 90% of these guys aren't going to go to another team.
Yeah. They're just checking things out. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I see. Like,
I have no problem. Look, and I have no problem with guys. Again, number of guys from Maryland.
I have no problems with it either. I the only ones I kind of like question are the ones who have been in the program for less than, I'd say, 2 years. The ones that have been there for like a year and are already transferring, that would be a red flag to me. I don't know if you agree or disagree.
I would disagree because I would say sometimes.
So you think so you commit to the school last year,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden you just because you didn't have the great have a great year.
No, or alternatively, you see what's going on in real life. You say, I don't want to be a part of this.
So then why'd you sign with them in the first place?
Because
then, Jack?
when you go to the sales pitch and they walk you around, they take you to parties and they show you a good time.
But you were part of the 2021 class, and then you're already out. Do you think that's not a red flag to other teams?
You've had plenty of jobs where you get the sales pitch, you show up and you're like, oh, this isn't what I was
I understand.
promised.
I'm just saying, I get a little worried. Like, okay, for instance, there's a guy who's transferring. Oh, God, played at
Terrence,
Maryland.
Yeah.
Nope.
The other guy?
Daryl Jackson. Did you remember him?
No.
Yes, you did. He was a defensive tackle.
Okay, Daryl Jackson. Sure.
You're an asshole. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, he's transferred.
He's transferred from Maryland to Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's transferring again, and the story is he wants to go to FSU because his mom is sick.
Okay.
So he has to get a hardship waiver from the NCAA to be allowed to play immediately instead of having to sit out a year. You would hope the NCAA would do the right thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
That I have no problem with because even though it's like, 3 schools in 3 years.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
This one's because of a thing. I think I have a problem with, like, you've been there for a year. Like, if you're part of, like, a class that just came in and you're already leaving, that's a problem to me. That's a red flag. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That shows me you don't want to compete. That's what it shows me.
Yeah.
So, FSU's had 5 guys transfer or are in the portal. I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with it. Like, and all of them, one of them was kind of a loss, which is that's why I'm saying this, because one guy was our top recruit from our last year's class, and I don't know, he wants to go, so let him go. The other 4 weren't really playing much. So, or actually, one of them was, but the other 3 fine. It's fine. What I'm saying is, I like the portal. I'm just saying, like, some of the names in there, it's just crazy how many quarterbacks are in the portal.
No, that's wild. Especially how it takes time to get comfortable in a system and thinking you're going to drop in somewhere.
I just like, it's just basically like it's just a game of musical chairs. It's like, all right, well, this quarterback's transferring to go. It's just okay. Like, it's fine. I mean, there's some talent in there, but I always love seeing the alerts of like who's going to the portal next and all that fun stuff. So, yeah,
I got you.
I like the portal, but Deion to Colorado. I
don't. Again, we have different opinion on his opening speech, but I don't.
First of all, I had no problem with the opening speech.
Telling the guys to transfer out.
Yeah, bro, they were 1-11. They've been irrelevant for 15 years. So what? Like Deion Sanders is not going to put up with that. I mean, you realize within like 2 to 3 years, they're going to be in like the Pac-12 championship. He's going to get guys to go there. Just saying, like, question. Who would you rather have as your coach, Mike Locksley or Deion Sanders? Be honest.
I like Locksley better.
And this is why you're a loser.
I'm a loser. No,
this is why you support losers. You would rather have Mike Locksley than Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Right now. So clean slate. You can have Mike Locksley or Deion Sanders. You're still taking Mike Locksley.
Yes.
You're out of your mind and you know it. You know you're out of your mind, Jack. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine.
I'm out of my mind. Well, let's see a show.
This is why you support 5-6 win teams every year. That's cool.
Yeah. I like to dedicate. Loxley's not going anywhere. You know, if Deion
you're
Sanders,
right.
you know, if Deion
Right.
Sanders was the head coach of Maryland, he would be off to USC in 2 years.
Okay. I think it's great that you're happy with 6 wins every year.
Well, right now we have 7, headed towards 8, but yes,
He has no ceiling. But okay.
no ceiling.
Yes, sir.
You don't remember? I mean, you do remember, but the Edsel and Durkin years were not great.
Oh, I do.
So
Next year-
look,
So I have a question. Next year when Maryland wins 4, are you going to keep on
why
saying
do we
that?
win 4 next year? Why do you think
Why?
we're winning 4 next year?
Because you lose like all your offensive weapons?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
usually what happens when you lose all your offensive weapons. You're not going to win a lot.
Disagree. We'll wrap this up. We can argue about this for days, and we're headed towards bowl season. We can argue about this during the summer camp. But for Adam, this is Jack. This has been the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. Have a great night.
The Adam Gravitz Sports Show.